I am a king.
I'm a young nigga, I'm doing my thing.
I let my hammer go ring. Nigga, I came with the gang.
I like to stay in my lane. I ain't about selling no cane. I'm on some new shit. Stacking my money, Black Mafia juice shit.
Looking no hard, but ain't gonna do shit.
If it pop off, I'll get your whole crew hit.
Facts, my nigga, that ain't no threat. We putting on for the set. I'm taking aim like a vet. We taking off like a jet.
Look, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it's the prince of the game. Put some respect on my name. We burning hotter than flame.
Like father, like son, we one and the same. Came for the cash and left with the fame. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Everybody lay down, face in the dirt.
Young nigga putting in work, pulling off the lot like skirt.
I go berserk on the track. I spit a verse like.
Yo, woo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, let's keep it 100, man. You know what I'm saying? Show some respect on that one. That's game.
Yeah, I just wanted to open up today's show with a little video clip from today's guests. So, Dave, you want to just let people know who we're going to be seeing later on in the show?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Friday Night Live, another edition of hip hop news and entertainment. Tonight we have a special guest, not like last week. Mr. Milton Buckner wasn't a special guest, but this guy here is a 30-year vet in the game of hip hop, and he's introducing his son. I would say close to his 20s. I don't want to give his total age out. He's close to his 20s. He's introducing his son to the game. They got a song out called After Hours. It's off of a project called Like Father, Like Son. Castro, me and Castro go way back. We're going to discuss stories about when I was in his son's shoes, actually. He treated me like a brother because he went to school with my older brother. So he's a little bit older than me. And as I was trying to come into the game, Castro was giving me names, steps to go by. He's a part of the group, the Four Horsemen originally. And we're going to get into all of that in detail, and we're going to have fun. Believe me, Castro is not one to hold his tongue.
Yo, that's dope.
I think it's going to be a good interview, man.
It's going to be tremendous.
Yeah, but before we get into that, I just want to do a quick birthday shout outs for the week, hip hop birthdays. All right, so the first birthday we have this week, Kid Capri celebrates a birthday.
Yo, that's dope.
Shout out to DJ Kid Capri.
Absolutely.
Yo,
Producer, MC. You know, I know he rapped on a couple of joints. Next birthday we have 106 in Park hosts. Free celebrates a birthday. So quick question.
Oh, wow.
How old do you think Free is?
50.
Man,
Don Juan, what you think?
Yeah, free. You know, I'll never guess the lady's age, but she looks 23 to me.
Yeah, man. I won't say her age, but you know, she's up there. And David Simon was close.
Yes, I remember Free.
The next birthday we have, the late producer would have celebrated a birthday, Jay Dilla, legendary producer from out of Detroit. One half of CNN, Capone, celebrates a birthday.
How old is Capone?
Ooh, I believe Capone will probably be a year older than me, so I guess say 45.
Okay.
Yeah. Next birthday we have one of the hot boys, Young Turk, celebrates a birthday this week. Smoke Dizza. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Smoke Dizza. He celebrates a birthday.
Unfamiliar with Smoke Dizza.
Yeah, he's one of them new cats, man. He's out of Harlem. He did a couple of Static Selector. He did an album with Pete Rock. Pretty dope, man. You gotta check him out. Anderson Paak celebrates a birthday.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
And this is dope.
And I gotta put some respect on this cat right here from out of Long Island. Rock Marciano celebrates a birthday. For all y'all don't know who he is, you got to check him out. You know, he's responsible for a lot of that underground stuff you hear out right now. A lot of that, you know, smooth R&B samples with hardcore lyrics. You know, Rock Marciano is one that kind of started that whole trend, man. Shout out to Rock Marciano.
Did you say he's from where?
From Long Island.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, he got his start with Busta Rhymes and the Flipmo Squad. He was a part of the Flipmo Squad in the early days, back in the late 90s.
Okay, now it sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been following us for a while. Then you've been, Rock Marciano for Hip Hop Citizen Top 10I.
Yeah. Next birthday we have a hip hop legend, the man responsible. He's one of the men responsible for bringing hip hop into the homes of people throughout the country and the world. Ed Lover celebrates a birthday.
Very instrumental in the development of hip hop and as a household name.
Yeah, man. For somebody to play such a big role in hip hop, when him and Dre first started, Dr. Dre from Yo MTV Raps, they were only getting paid, I believe, like $500 a week that they had to split. So that was like, I think they were getting $500 each. So that was such a low pay that Ed Lover still had to be a security guard in the high school when he was doing that job. But yeah, man, look how far hip hop has come, man, thanks to Yo MTV Raps, man. So shout out to Ed Lover.
I wonder if Ed Lover is getting that pension from that security job now.
Nah, he quit because Lear Cohen actually hooked him up. He became their manager, and he got them big salaries. I think like $250K a year.
Oh, okay, so he didn't work long enough to get no pension.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So final birthday, we got Gucci Mane from out of ATL celebrates a birthday.
I thought his birthday is 10/17.
Yeah, no, me too. Right. What?
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's it for hip hop birthdays this week.
You didn't get it.
No. Do we have time to run through anniversaries quick?
Nah, let's save that for after the interview.
Okay, let's go.
You got some good albums, man. So I'm gonna bring in our guests. We got Castro.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
What's happening, guys?
All right, good evening. Hey, Castro.
Yeah.
Where's the feedback coming from?
Yeah, I think they're both in the same room.
You got to turn your volume down, David.
Yeah, they both in the same room. That's what it is.
I think we're good now.
Okay, what's David's rap name?
You know what? We just use our regular names, bro. We don't got rap. We're not fancy like you guys. My name is David Castro. His name is David Abel, or David Sr. and David Jr. We real corny like that, bro.
No, that's nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing corny, man. Them bars that was hard, man, for father son, man.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
So, okay, now, have you discussed any of your past life with your son? I don't want to be one to expose him to a life that you never discussed with him.
I'm sorry, David. I didn't hear that question. Could you ask that again? I'm sorry.
Have you exposed your son to your former life before he was born?
Yeah, absolutely. He knows everything about me, man. Me and my son have a very open relationship, and I want him to be able to learn from the mistakes of others and not have to go through it, not have to go through it himself. So I feel like as parents, as dads, it's important for us to bring our children up to speed with everything that we went through, both good and bad, so that they won't have to go through those same things, man.
Fantastic. So let's start off real quick. Do you remember the party at Supper Club?
I mean, we've been to a lot of parties at Supper Club. So when you say a party at Supper Club, I remember several parties at Supper Club. Sure.
Do you remember the one that I went to, that I got a ticket to go to? The very first time I ever was in the Supper Club. I was about maybe 18 years old, and I begged you for a ticket to go to the party that I believe you were throwing, correct?
That was my party, correct? Yes, sir. I used to promote. Shout out to my brothers, the Love Brothers. We were a pretty popular team of promoters back in the late 90s and the early 2000s. Yes. So what year would that be? Be 95, 94? What was that? That was probably 95, 96. Now, what I was telling Don Juan in dialect was that I wore a silk suit that night, a gold silk suit. And
that's how you do it.
It was a shiny silk suit, gold silk.
You was clean, bro.
And I was trying to explain to those guys, thank you, God bless you. I was trying to explain to him that Puffy was there that night, and I gave him the idea for the shiny suits.
You know what? I could neither confirm or deny that he got that idea from you, but I will admit that you did have but I will admit that you had a shiny ass suit on. Yes, sir.
And I was telling him that was my older brother's 8th grade prom
outfit. My father paid $300 for that suit, and he only wore it one time because the hem was too high for him, and he wouldn't wear it. So 6 years later, I wore that to that party, and I was a hit.
And you look dope. You look dope.
Thank you very much.
Hey, David, speaking of looking dope, that beard, my brother, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's talk about that beard, bro. You know what I'm saying? What are you using? Fetty Says hair care products?
Nah, I use the chalk, man. There's this chalk that you get out in Philly, and you can just use it and darken up your beard, and you can take a bath and everything, and it'll last a couple of weeks too. You probably get a week and a half to 2 weeks out of it.
Yeah, I'm jealous, bro. That shit looking joint. This one looking tight.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Now, Castro, I almost used the Cyclops word. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah,
Castro,
go ahead.
you remember that night we were in Fort Greene, was it? And Peanut roped that guy for big money?
Yeah, so that's a good story. And I actually wound up marrying that girl that we were going to see that night. That is my wife. That is my wife right now. We've been together now for 30 years, bro.
Wow.
Go. Blessing.
I thought you guys was definitely gonna split after that night. That night was crazy, bro.
Nah, man, we got married. But yeah, so long story short, we went to, and you know, this is a cautionary tale.
Yes,
right?
it is.
All my brothers, you know, watching this, be mindful about where you gamble and be mindful about where you rope dudes for their money at, because if you don't give them an opportunity to win it back, that creates tension, especially if you're not from that neighborhood. Especially if you're not from that neighborhood. So we were going to visit my then girlfriend. We were going to visit my then girlfriend, and it was me, Milk, you know, a couple of other brothers from around the way. We jumped in the whip and we shot out there. So, you know, I actually didn't know that they were gambling. I was preoccupied. I guess I had my mind focused on something else, and they started up a dice game or whatever. And, you know, one of our good friends, Peanut, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, Rob Hustle. He's a pretty good gambler. So he roped them niggas probably for $400 or $500 in a matter of like maybe 7 to 10 minutes. I turned around and I'm like, yo, it's already late. It's probably like midnight already. And I'm from that area, but my niggas is not from that area. So me being mindful of that, I'm like, yo, let me get these niggas out of here. We're going to jump back in the whip. We're going to slide out. Them niggas like, whoa, where you going with the money, my nigga? You're not going to run that back? So it turned into a bit of a disagreement. It didn't get physical. No shots were fired. But, you know, I definitely had to de-escalate. I had to de-escalate, let niggas know these are my niggas on both sides. I'm not going to let neither one of you people touch each other. But, you know, man, I had respect in that area, like I was well respected in my area. So I was able to calm it down, man. It was all good.
Yo, shout out man that lost the most money, because, yo, he said, I'll be right back. And we got the hell out of Dodge. He was mad. He was mad as hell. Now, so the young man now, what you guys up to, man? What's the plan? Father like son, how many tracks? EP, LP?
Nah, we talking full L. Go ahead, son. You talk.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's a real album. Maybe 12, 14 tracks.
All of them duets?
I think I have my own solo song, and he's got his own solo song. So 2 solo tracks, but mostly together, yes.
What is your favorite track from your father in his past?
I would have to say The Gift.
The Gift. Oh, I didn't get that in the email. I got to request that one, huh?
Yeah. You can grab that one on Spotify.
Man, you can grab that on Spotify.
Okay. Oh, so you guys are on all of the platforms. How can a person find your music?
So After Hours is streaming on all major platforms. You can get it on iTunes, on Tidal, and Spotify. And then like my old stuff, you can get it like sporadic places. Some stuff on iTunes, some on YouTube, some on Spotify. Technology was different back then.
Yes.
There was no coherent way to market all your music on all digital platforms. So a lot of my music is not online. A lot of it is. So it's different. But now, like everything that we drop on this current project, like Father Like Son, will be available on all platforms. And After Hours is currently streaming on all platforms.
Now, let's go back in the past again. I see that you did some sort of tribute to Rev.
I did a tribute to my boy Rev. Yes.
Rev was the very first studio that I ever went to, Uptown.
Yep, Harlem. Yep, Harlem Pride.
Same first night that I went to the studio was the same night I got fired as my man Child Duties.
Wow.
You remember that incident? You're the one that requested I be fired, Dave.
No, I actually don't remember that. Now you're taking me to, you gotta remember, man. I'm an old head. I'm a lot older than you, so you gotta refresh my memory, man, please.
Okay, we're in the studio. You guys are recording. I believe John Strong. He had just recorded his verse, and he comes out of the booth, and you go inside the booth. And then Rev said he wanted to go back to something that John was doing on his verse, and John had went to the store. And when John came back, you said, "Why are we waiting for you? You should be here. You are an artist." And he said, "I had to go to the store to get Duchess." And you looked at me, you said, "That's man-child's job."
No, that ain't some shit I was saying. That's some straight Castro shit. I came front on that. I definitely said that.
And I said, "The hell with you." And you said, "You're fired." Everybody, man-child is fired from his duties from now on. He can no longer hang out. I had to apologize.
So listen, I feel like the dude who's not rhyming needs to be on point with what has to get done. Duchess, potentially soft drinks, maybe a beer or two. Nigga, like, you got to make these runs if you're not rhyming, my nigga. That's just how studio shit go. Like, any nigga in the studio not rhyming, this nigga's got to be available to make some shit happen.
You're absolutely right. Oh man. So what's going on with Rev?
He had a health scare, man. I don't want to divulge too much of his personal business, but he's feeling much better. He's home, and he's doing well. Thank the Lord our God. He is doing much better.
Yes, my prayers to him. He taught me a lot.
Amen. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a caller. I want to bring him in.
Please.
Yeah,
Nigga.
Nah, that's a
Oh, we should have left him on. We would have had fun with him. You kidding me? Hey, call back when we don't have a guest. Come on. Don't call and interrupt when we're trying to do business. So what number album is this for you, Castro?
I'm sorry, brother. I couldn't hear that. Could you say that one more time?
What number album is this for you?
For me, so I've got 3 solo albums, and then with this one would be the 4th.
Oh, you exclusive producing this?
Nah, man, we getting a lot of help from a lot of different people, bro. A lot of talented producers we're working with, man. We're working with DJ Explorer and his son at Papo Producer. So that's a father-son team, which is pretty cool. And then we have another father-son team that's making this track. It's weird because as soon as we stepped up and we were like, you know what, we're gonna work as a family, we're gonna do this father-son thing. Other father-son teams in music have been reaching out to us to work with us. So it's just been awesome watching this movement coming alive. It's really awesome. But to answer your question, we are working with several different producers.
Okay. Is young David an aspiring producer as well?
No, I'm not. Strictly rapping.
Okay. When did you get bit by the rap bug?
When did I start rapping?
Yes.
I would say I came to my dad around Christmas, and I told him I had a passion for music, and this is what I wanted to pursue. So that was Christmas Day, maybe, and we recorded After Hours January 1st, New Year's. So since then, we've just stuck with it and been creating music. So
I'm saying, when did you want to when did you start writing raps and started saying, you know what, I'm going to become an MC?
Yeah, a month.
You're kidding me.
Wow.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's dope, man. I've always had it in my blood, I've been around it. With this guy, I've just had always been connected to music. So I felt I was talented enough to rap, and I've just been pursuing it.
That's fantastic. So what did you want to do before you decided to get into music?
Let me think about that. I think
fair enough.
I mean, I'm a senior in high school, so I just planned on going to college.
There you go.
I'm interested in sports medicine, like athletic training, stuff like that. So I just planned on going to college, getting my degree, pursuing my master's degree, and then
There you go.
just going into the field of athletic training, maybe trying to get a job on an NBA team, something like that. But
So these after hours, are these late night studio sessions, or are these party after hours?
Yeah, so we do our best work when the house is quiet, like when my wife is sleeping and all the other kids are asleep. Me and David will be up working on music because we have the house to ourselves. So we wrote it late night, and then we worked in the studio late night. So we probably wrote it about 5 a.m., maybe between 4 and 6 a.m. is when we do our best writing. Because we usually argue between 12 and 4 about what we should be talking about. And then we finally get to work before we get exhausted.
And Castro, I was going to ask you, I know there had to be some arguments over how to use social media. I mean, who's teaching who on how to use social media there?
Well, it's funny you should say that because I'm not well versed in social media. David is a lot better at that than me, but he's been trying to bring me up to speed. Right. And my wife has been helping me out. And oddly enough, my daughter, that's 7 years old, she's like a YouTube star. So she knows, she's like, Dad, that's not how you post. Post like this, and use that filter and point the camera at yourself like this. Yeah. So my 7-year-old daughter is pretty helpful. She's very critical, but she's pretty helpful too.
I think it's great. This being Black History Month, February, of course, it's always great to see father and son working together. We've seen other YouTube families, if you will, become very successful. Do you see this as something that is more of a family venture to take on? You have no qualms with your children of exposing themselves or their lyrics or even your life on social media?
So it's interesting because I'm a very guarded person. And I'm very calculated about what I like people to know about me and what I don't like them to know. So in terms of going full-blown like reality TV or full-blown YouTube family, I don't see that for us as a whole. But, potentially there's an opportunity for us to use these different platforms to get our products and services out there and to showcase our talent and get our clothing line promoted and stuff like that. So I definitely think there'll be some utilization as a family, but as a whole, like going full blown, like Kim Kardashian style, no, we're not like that.
Hey, the music's dope though. Who knows, man? That music, that's how they do it. The music takes you here as a stepping stone or something else.
Amen. Yeah, bro, for real. So we got this clothing line. I don't know if you can see our t-shirts, man. We got these dope ass hats, the Delgados. Please, man, everybody add us. We at F1000MG. Get you some of this merchandise. We got a lot of cool designs, a lot of cool colors, man. Support, because everything that you guys pay for, we use that money to reinvest and keep the project going, man. So if anybody wants some merch, please definitely log on, guys.
So now I'm getting questions from the audience here. They would like to know where you guys from. I know where you're from, but you tell them where you're from.
Okay, originally from Brooklyn, New York, from the Midwood area, the Flatbush area. Born and bred in New York City. So yeah, we from the Big Rotten Apple.
Okay.
That's what's going on. I see Miss Delgado is on the stream as well. I like to say hello and God bless the young lady, 7-year-old daughter. What's her name?
My daughter's name is Delaney.
Delaney, very nice, very nice. And did you always want a junior?
David is not a junior. My name is David Castro. His name is David Abel. So he's not exactly a junior. Okay.
All right. I understand that. I just thought anybody with the same first name, last name would be considered junior.
Yeah, me too.
I think if you got a different middle name, I think that throws it off a little bit, but you might be right. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, okay. Are you Spanish, Afro-Latino? I get Delgado.
Delgado, we are Afro-Latino, brother. Correct the mundo. I love the fact that you use that term because to me, being African and being Latino actually go hand in hand. It's one and the same. We're all African. We're all of African heritage. We're all of African blood. We just got dropped off in a different place where they spoke Spanish. The master taught us Spanish. The master taught other people of color English, but we are all one. Yeah. So yeah, we are definitely Afro-Latino.
Yeah. So Delgado Jr., how's it living in a pandemic?
Since this is my last year of high school, so it's been kind of difficult. Don't get the same feel, don't really get a prom, don't get to do the same things that you would be able to do in a normal high school year. So just trying to make the best out of it, enjoy time outside, create music, just do stuff that really makes me happy. But it's been difficult, man. But been trying to push through.
How close are you to finishing your portion of the album?
I would say maybe we got a couple, maybe 5-6 tracks left to go.
I'm sorry.
You asked me how many songs we got left on the album, right?
Yes.
I would say about 5 more 6 tracks that we have to get done.
Oh, okay. All right. And you guys are looking to release it what? The summer, fall?
I'd say the summer.
We probably looking early summer, maybe like right around June, maybe end of June.
Okay. And how many videos you plan to do off of it?
Video for every song.
Okay. Very nice. And who's doing the treatment? The same person that did the first one?
So Mills Miller Media worked on this with After Hours. Shout out to Mills Miller Media. Not necessarily sure that he's going to do all the videos because I know a lot of great directors. I've been around a long time, so a lot of people are looking forward to working with us. So I wouldn't just pigeonhole myself and say we're going to do every video with Mills.
Okay, that's what's up. I do enjoy you guys' music. And when Pete played it on Instagram, that's how I found you guys. Found you, Dave. You've been gone out of our lives so long that, that's how I rediscovered you. Just the way most people are rediscovering friends every day. And when I seen the act, and you said it was a father and son, I couldn't imagine that you had a son so old and talented. And to find out that he just started makes it even more magnificent or magical. And it proves that the rhyming skill is in the blood and is not actually a skill you learned.
Yeah, well, he's not old at all. He's just a high school student. I don't know if he looks older to you guys, and he's also very reserved. So he may come off like he's more mature, but he's actually just a kid. He's still in high school.
I mean by a guy old enough to want to rap and get into the business.
Oh, yeah. Got you.
Yeah. I could talk old school all day. You know what I mean? I can go back. Why weren't you a part of the Four Horsemen?
Why wasn't I?
Yes.
So I had gotten a record deal on Sony, and then from Sony I was signed over to Warner Brothers. So things kind of took off for me from a solo perspective. So it just so happened that I think the Four Horsemen wanted to move in another direction. And right when they did that, my career kind of took off. So we just kind of, went different ways, but there was no smoke or anything. There was no reason. I just felt like as a solo artist, I was able to go places from a creative perspective that maybe potentially in a group you're not able to do because there are the opinions of other artists. But I just felt like they wanted to go in a different direction, and I almost felt like they kind of kicked me out the group. And when I got booted out the group, things just took off for me, man.
Nobody booted anyone out of any group. The only one that ever got booted was me. Next question. So you talk about the I don't even know how to describe it. Was it the accident that occurred within your eye? You've never hidden that. You actually went by the name Cyclops early in your career. And then I heard in the intro of the song earlier, you described I'm a fat guy with one eye, some sort in the lyrics. You've never been self-conscious about that?
Not necessarily, man. I mean, without getting too personal, I'm how can I say this? I want to say this in a way where it's not taken out of context. I have some street history, and I'll say all is fair in love and war. And when that happened to me, I was at war. So I can't be mad at an injury that takes place during war. Shit happens, you know what I mean?
Right. And you're still driving and things like that.
Yeah, nigga, I whip nothing but farms, nigga. I'm driving a V12 right now, boy. Shit, what kind of question is that? I whip nothing but farms, nigga. I got several farms. We can take a walk to my garage if y'all niggas want to see. Nigga whipping farms, bro.
Oh, please don't. We saved that for when the album was released.
Okay, all right. Yeah, for sure.
Do tell me what the V12 is.
Man, I'll show it to you guys. You know, when the album is released, like you said.
Okay. What color is it?
White.
Oh wow, Big Daddy coming through. I love it. And you know that's a far cry from when we had to take the train home from the tunnel. You remember that night?
Yeah, I remember that, but I had caught a whip at a pretty early age, nigga. I was whipping cars since I was 19, my nigga.
No.
I wasn't taking the train that long.
No. I'm not saying you were a train frequent rider. I'm just saying that one night, it was just such a bizarre evening trying to get home.
Was that the night that we took Peter Moore's sneakers and left him on the train?
No, this is the night. It was you, Gene, and I. We decided to go to the tunnel. It was about 12:30, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning already. And we had no business going there, but we ended up going up there and we stayed late. And so when we were trying to come home, instead of taking a cab, I convinced you guys to get on the F train saying that we can walk home. But the garbage train had passed by while we was waiting on the train. And you said, once that garbage train passed by, we're going to be here for 4 hours. And I said, no, we're not. And I think we were there for at least 2 before we decided to take a B or some other train to take us out to Coney Island that put us on Bay Parkway. And we ended up walking from McDonald Avenue and Bay Parkway.
Damn, you got a good memory, bro. I swear it on my life, bro. I do not remember that. On God, I don't remember that.
Oh, man, we were on the train for at least 3 hours, David Jr.
You got a good memory, bro.
Yes, that one was. I only remember the bizarre evenings. Maybe it's just because my life has been full of bizarre evenings. But that one was one that I do remember. And I remember the silk suit night. I remember the Rev night.
He said the silk suit.
And I remember the gambling night. Those have been scorched into my memory.
Wow, that's crazy, man. You know what? Shit is a blur for me. Like I almost can't even remember last night, bro. It's awesome, man. I'm really glad you guys had us on tonight because hearing all these stories now, my memory, like I can visualize that all that stuff is coming back to me, man.
Yes. When the last time you spoke to Strong?
John Strong, man, years, man. I gotta tell you, bro. Years, to be honest with you. I couldn't even put a number on it. Years.
How about Bass?
Me and Bass talk all the time.
Oh, okay. All right.
Me and Bass talk all the time. Me and Pete talk all the time. Me and Charles talk all the time.
That was the old club crew, David Jr. Those are the guys that broke me into the whole damn thing, man. And now you're getting the same treatment, the introduction to the life. I hope you have as much fun as I did. But you're gonna have a better time than I did because you can rap. So you're more useful. They won't kick you out.
Appreciate that.
He still got to go to the store and get Dutchess and juice though.
That's not my job.
Nigga, you 17. Nigga, you 17. Going to the store, nigga. Don't get tight, bro. Damn, you can't go to the store with your dad. Come on, bro. Oh man.
Like he said, the artist should be here.
Oh, man.
You got it. Hey, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into a song. We're gonna come back. We're gonna let y'all guys give some shout outs and send some Valentine romances to the wife and whoever young juniors out there romantic. And I'll let you go. How's that sound?
That sounds great, man.
All right, dialect.
Let's hear that after hours. Let's hear that after hours, baby.
I'm gonna jump into after hours right now.
Thank you very much.
If your beauty I no longer see.
Yeah, 5 a.m. in the morning. Me and Pops up working. After hours.
And if I thought it best to set you free, yeah, would you hate me? If you would please tell me now so I can.
I am a king, I am a boss.
I'm a young nigga, I came with the sauce.
I came with the 9, came with the clip, came with them shooters, they better not trip.
I club off the rip, Gucci and Prada my drip, Willie my wrist and busy my whip.
That bitch on my dick, get the cameras out and take you a flick. I am a gangster, I put out the hits.
You niggas be doodle, go take you a shit. I cut the top off the whip, I see the sky when I sit.
I see my ops and I spit, my whole life is lit. I'm talking fuego, my nigga. Came with them Dracos, my nigga. Play for them pesos, my nigga. You got them jewels, I would take those, my nigga.
Ain't catching no cases, my nigga. Only big faces, my nigga. I'm flying new places, my nigga. I'm out with no traces, my nigga.
I ain't about beefing on Twitter. I ain't no Instagram killer. I ain't no Snapchat clapper. Don't call me no rapper.
My daddy a trapper. I ain't no actor. That ain't my thing. I am the son of a king. Call me LeBron. I'm born for the ring like KD or 80. I would drop 80 like nigga. Don't play me. My offense is crazy.
Play out of pocket. Keep talking shit. I would let off a rocket. Coming so hard and these niggas can't stop it.
She a new whip and I cop it. Nigga, I came for the profit.
Call for a verse. I'ma need that deposit. 500 bands in my closet.
Watch for these hoes. Yeah, that pussy be toxic.
Fuck all the talk. We ain't with the gossip.
My flow is exotic. Nigga, I flow like atomic.
My ratchet bionic. We moving faster than Sonic. I hit the earth like a comet.
Trust me, these niggas don't want it. Move like a swarm and sting like a hornet.
I am a boss. I am a king.
I'm a young nigga. I'm doing my thing.
I let my hammer go ring. Nigga, I came with the gang.
I like to stay in my lane. I ain't about selling no cane. I'm on some new shit. Stacking my money like mafia juice shit.
Looking all hard, but ain't gonna do shit.
If it pop off, I'll get your whole crew hit.
Facts, my nigga. That ain't no threat. We putting on for the set. I'm taking aim like a vet. We taking off like a jet.
Look, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it's the prince of the game. Put some respect on my name. We burning hot in the flame.
Like father, like son, we one and the same. Came for the cash and left with the fame. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Everybody lay down, face in the dirt.
Young nigga putting in work, pulling off the lot like skirt.
I go berserk on the track. I spit a verse like crack. I pimp the game like a Mac.
These niggas better than us, that's cap. These niggas better than us, that's cap.
After hours, nigga. You know what it is. Like father, like son, album coming soon. Let's go.
Nigga.
My apologies. Was I the only one who wasn't hearing it?
Oh, you guys?
No, I heard it.
Okay, good, fantastic.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it as well.
I heard it.
Good. So I
heard it for sure.
Question, and then I'll let you guys do your wrap up. Do you consider yourself recapturing your youth as you're doing music with the young lad?
I wouldn't say I'm recapturing my youth. I feel like there's no expiration date on talent, and this is what I have to say to people in general when they ask me that type of thing. Pursue your dreams. You never stop being an artist. If you're a painter, paint until the day you die. If you do sculptures, use your hands and sculpt something until the day you die. If you're a fashion designer, design clothing till you can't design anymore. Never stop doing what your passion is, and never stop creating with the gift that God gave you. If God gave you a gift of music, if he gave you a gift to write books, whatever that gift is, there's no expiration date on your gift. So no, I don't feel like I'm recapturing my youth. I feel like I'm walking in my power.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal answer. And I thank you.
Yeah, that's a whoa. For real.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Here's your time to get across whatever you like to the audience about your project and what you got, what they can look forward to, and how they can find you.
Hey, you go first, David.
Yeah, for people watching, we got an album coming soon, but right now, go stream After Hours by the Delgados on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, all that. And I'll follow my page. It's and then just my name at the bottom, the David Delgado. And then you could follow our Instagram together. It's F1000MG. And yeah, I just stay on the lookout for more music coming. Shout out to all my CT people, all my Connecticut heads that joined, all my boys in the call right now or on the live. Thanks for supporting, and yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. It means a lot. I just want you guys to stay tuned for the album we got coming. I'm excited.
Yo, we're blessed to have you too, brother.
Yeah, thank you, man. It means a lot.
Amen. So, first and foremost, I want to thank you guys. You guys have been gracious hosts, man. I really appreciate you guys showcasing our music and having us on tonight, man. It's been an awesome time that we shared together, and I really appreciate you guys. First and foremost, thank you to you guys. And then I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been supporting. Look out for the album Like Father, Like Son.
single After Hours out now, available on all platforms, Tidal, iTunes, Spotify. This project is meant to inspire. If you have a child at home that has a talent, I encourage you dads or moms to cultivate that talent, work with your children, believe in them, be their biggest fan. If you believe in them, they'll believe in themselves. And that's all they need to succeed. They need that little bit of belief. And I say Like Father, Like Son is an inspirational project. As well as inspirational, it's also aspirational, because I feel like as parents in the culture, we need to aspire to teach our children what the culture is really about. And to me, I feel like that message has been lost. The true art form of hip hop to me has been distorted, with trap music. And even though our music, has that street feel to it, there are elements of hip hop in it. There are a lot of classic tracks that are going to be on this album. So I feel like what we're doing here is something that's never been done before. It's groundbreaking, and it's a new step for the culture. I feel like because hip hop is aging now and it's getting older, I feel like these type of projects are necessary so that the youth and the old heads from our generation can be like, okay, we're not that far apart. We can come together on this cultural thing, and we can show the world that this culture has evolved. You know what I mean? This culture has matured, and that's what this project is about, man. So I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
I'm honored to have you met you, brother.
You're honored to be here with you guys, man. Really, man. We look forward to coming back, man. As we drop more singles and stuff, I hope you guys have us back on, brothers, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Open door, man. Anytime. Just come on through.
I got
Appreciate you guys.
two more questions.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna show you the difference in generations. David Jr., who's your favorite rap artist?
As of right now, or
Yes, as of right now, today.
Bro, on the spot.
you put me on the spot. As of right now, who is my favorite artist?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna have to go Future.
With who?
I think I'm gonna have to go Future.
Future's in.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. That's a good choice. Good choice.
Castro, who's your favorite rap artist?
Of all times, right? This is like a favorite rap artist of all times.
No, your favorite rap artist right now.
First in your head, on the spot.
As of right now, I gotta say Future.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Well, I like this. Hold up. I like this then. Good.
I'm not gonna lie. That is not what I expected. I expected you to say you.
Well.
Oh no. I'm not that full of myself, man. And so the reason I like Future too, like I feel like Future, out of all the niggas that do trap music, if you look at the longevity of his music, right? He's been popping a long time. And even though when he takes a little break and he comes back, his shit's still hot and he still pops. I like Travis Scott a lot too. I like Travis Scott just as much as I like Future. And I like Drake just as much as I like Travis Scott and Future. I like Young Thug. I like Lil Baby. I feel like Lil Baby is the GOAT of the game. Even though I like Future more, because I've been listening to Future's music longer, I feel like Lil Baby is a hell of a motherfucker, though.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a bad motherfucker, boy.
What happened in New York? Oh, my God. This is the new New York.
Yo, New York niggas, and I'm a New York nigga. I feel like New York niggas haven't been consistent with dropping hits like back to back to back to back. Every now and then one of us will catch a light and we'll have a hit record, but them niggas down there, man, them niggas been consistent.
Producing. Consistency is the key word, brother. That's the
them
word.
niggas been consistent, man. Them niggas been consistent. I can't front. And I feel like from a New York, from an NYC standpoint, that motherfucking Delgado's gonna bring it back. I'm telling you, bro.
Yes, sir.
We gonna make y'all niggas proud. We gonna make y'all niggas proud on this album, bro. We gonna make y'all niggas proud.
Yo, can we drop that visual on the out again? That visual was hard to me, man. I saw that joint. I was just cranking, man.
Well, you dope, man.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that joint goes hard. I can't wait to have you guys back. I'm on it.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, brothers. Love you guys, man.
Thank you to the Delgados from HipHopCitizen Friday Night Live.
Yo, everybody go follow them. All social media, baby.
At F1000MG. Thank you.
At the David Delgado. Thank you guys for having us again.
Namaste.
Yo.
You know, yes. Thank you to the Delgados.
Yeah. Shoot. I was gonna say, did we play the full thing or did we cut it short the first time? The video.
Nah, there wasn't no full video. What I got was a clip from Instagram, and what I did, I kind of edited to make the sound better and make the video HD. So I just edited that. Clip.
All right. Oh man, that was a great teaser, man. Yo, can we drop that again and let people know who just tuning in what they just missed, what we've been talking about? You gotta drop that visual for one more time. I know it was short, but we can't.
Was that one of your peeps from Killer K?
Oh, come on. What are you talking about? You know, that's the sweetest neighborhood in the whole Brooklyn. Midwood section ain't nothing but kind, loving, gentle human beings from that neighborhood. There's not a criminal to be found. Now, but what I am going to say is I'm going to live into my power, like Mr. Delgado said, and I'm going to reveal my self-conscious insecurities that I have, and the main one is my eyes. Woo! Now you see, I couldn't. I had to be fair. If I was going to ask Mr. Dave about himself, I have to reveal my insecurities as well.
All right, so I'm gonna jump into that clip real quick. It should be a minute, and I'll be right back.
A swarm and sting like a hornet.
I am a boss, I am a king.
I'm a young nigga, I'm doing my thing.
I let my hammer go ring. Nigga, I came with the gang.
I like to stay in my lane. I ain't about selling no cane. I'm on some new shit, stacking my money, Black Mafia juice shit.
Looking no hard, but ain't gonna do shit.
If it pop off, I'll get your whole crew hit.
Facts, my nigga, that ain't no threat. We putting on for the set. I'm taking aim like a vet. We taking off like a jet.
Look, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nope, it's the prince of the game. Put some respect on my name. We burning hot in the flame.
Like father, like son, we one and the same. Came for the cash and left with the fame. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. Everybody lay down, face in the dirt.
Young nigga putting in work, pulling off the lot like skirt.
I go berserk on the track. I spit a verse like crack.
To find out that kid just started rapping 6 weeks ago, it just really shits on my entire 25 years in business. I swear.
Yeah, real talk. There's a lot of 50-year-olds right now need to take some notes, man. So I just thought it fascinating that Pops actually learned from Son at the end of the day.
You think?
Yeah, I mean his influence was changing. You heard him say his future. That's something that is influenced from the Son.
But that's only because I asked the Son first. If I would have asked Dave first, the senior, he might have said future, and then the Son would have been seen like he was still gradually gaining from his father.
Yeah,
I want to shout out John Hart. I'm sorry, Dialect. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to you guys mentioned future, but I wanted to point out John Harp's comment right here. He said both gentlemen are very well spoken, and the music reflects that crisp diction. And I think that's what differs from them in future. I can hear the influence, but then I can hear the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Whereas with future, I hear the music, I don't hear the lyrics. So shout out to these brothers. I mean, like I said, I hear the future influence, but I appreciate the fact that I can understand their lyrics. You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives me like a modern age Smooth the Hustler and Trigger the Gambler. The back end.
Yeah, I get that. Shout out Gary Shaniski. I said that wrong every time.
Yeah, shout out to him, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely like great guest, man. I definitely got to get that beard product. The beard chalk that you could put in your beard and it stays in even when you shower. Y'all gonna see me coming up here next week looking like Ed Lover, man, with that extra dark beard.
Ed Lover has one as well. You're right.
Matter of fact, looking like Fetty Gusto, one of our sponsors, man.
There you go.
Do you have that? You have that sponsor lined up?
You know what I realized, man? I think I'm gonna probably have to do some editing on. He got some copyright music in there.
Okay.
I don't want that to affect the stream, so I'm gonna edit it and probably put some generic instrumental in there.
I tell you what, though, I'm gonna get that chalk and work my hairline.
Oh nah, like I already gave it. I don't want to walk around looking like an action figure.
Shout out Juanito. Shout out Andrew. I just want to shout out Joshua. A couple of people that hung out with us during the interview that were here. Kane.
Yeah, Miss Delgado.
Miss Delgado. Thank you, Dialect. Polar Knights. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Is that you right there? Nah, I don't want to blow you up, Dialect.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump into anniversaries, but I wanted to just play a quick video before we jump in. It's actually a video from an artist that we showcased last week, but I've been listening to his music so much, man. This is Tim Hicks and the Dirty Church. This joint is called Gilbo. So I'm about to play that right now. Tim Hicks and Dirty Church out of the DC area.
Fantastic.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
Loud pack, let's go. 4-5, bend and roll, ice cold, get a coat, roll up, let's smoke. Too much, couldn't go. Eastgate, sell a dope, jump shots, gym class, Gilbo, gym fans. On my ghetto mafia tonight, nigga. Salute to Nino and Wicked. Keep your head up. Nothing but them billows. Decatur to Decatur Street, nigga.
If I hurt you, I didn't mean to. If I made you cry, I still love you.
Liddy, bang, did it again. The good kid, Mad City, okay. Was raised by them NWAs. The game changed still, nigga. It's Dre. 3 stacks, Jack City in space. Speed traps, cracks, Henny and J. Molly wanna percolate it today. Catch a Z still, nigga. OJ. Waiting on the grill, nigga. Okay. House party feel, nigga. No play. Kim K, damn, give me a break. I've been Tim Slim the Bannock away. My soul rich trick, triple the feet. I'm on DC, Kennedy Street. A old head with a gun drawn. Only one eye, despicable me.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
Loud pack, let's go. 4-5, bend and roll, ice cold, get a coat, roll up, let's smoke. Too much, couldn't go. 58, selling dope, jump shots, gym class, Gilbo, gym fans.
If I hurt you,
I'm sorry, baby.
I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry.
If I made you cry,
You know I love you.
I still love you.
Liddy, bang, did it again. The good kid, Mad City, okay. Was raised by them NWAs. The game changed still, nigga. It's Dre. 3 stacks, Jazz City in space. Speed traps, tracks, Henny and J. Molly wanna percolate it today. Catch a Z still, nigga. OJ. Waiting on the real nigga, okay. House party feel, nigga. No play. Kim K, damn, give me a break. I've been Tim Slim the Bannock away. A soul rich trick, triple the feet. I'm old DC, grit in the street. A old head with a gun drawn. Only one eye, despicable me. Thelonious keys, digital criminal, spiritual, literal, OMG. Chain gang shit, no weak link. 182, just don't blink.
Wow.
That was Gilbo,
That-
Tim Hicks and Dirty Church. You like that, Dave?
Oh, that was definitely what would you a Black History moment.
Yeah.
Yo.
So right in the green room, man, we got a long time listener, first
Wait
time
for it.
caller about to come in.
I've been waiting for this one.
Gary Cisninski.
Szynski! Yo, Gary, man, welcome to the
What's
show,
up,
man.
man?
Calling in finally.
What is
I
up, yo? Yeah.
Chilling.
I can't believe this is your first time calling.
Yeah, it's the first time calling in.
Yeah.
First. How do you say your last name? How have we pronounced it?
Chizinski.
Szynski.
We forgot the chit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Polish.
Like Sipowicz. You know that name? Oh, I guess he don't.
Oh, Gary, you can't be on the Wi-Fi, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be hardwired when you call into the show, buddy. What I got to flash up you?
We got to have him back on, man. I mean, he's been in the chat room since we started, I believe.
Man.
I thought I offended him with that Sipowicz comment.
No, I think he just got dropped.
Yo,
okay.
Gary and John Harper are like the sixth man. I don't know which one is the sixth, man.
Here he is.
Here he comes. All right, Gary, welcome back, brother. You got to make sure you got that hard wire. You in the Wi-Fi.
Nah, he could use a cell phone. He's good.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Where you calling from, Mr. Gary?
Yeah, love your show, man. Like I really for a while thought hip hop was dead and stuff, but tuning into you guys and kind of you guys keeping me hip to like what's going on and all these new artists, man. It's a breath of fresh air to fucking like realize that hip hop really isn't dead. Like it sucks that you like sometimes I would get my hip hop from like, you know, mainstream fucking radio and shit like this, but thanks, man. Like, because I've been a fan since I was a little kid. Like, ever since like Roxanne Shante, DJ Jazzy Jeff of the Fresh Prince, and MC Light. Like, yeah.
Hey guys, cry, man. That's the ultimate compliment because I think that's what we set out to do. I mean, that's the whole thing. We talk about that all the time, Gary. It's just capturing that old feeling, man. That feeling that you had when you got something new, fresh and hot. That's the vibe, man. That's the ultimate compliment, Gary. No money can bring us that, man. That's the best compliment ever, man. Shout out to you, man.
Well, I'm not as optimistic as Don Juan is. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Copyright infringement laws has forced us to create a new avenue of hip hop underground, and that's what we try to do. We try to give those guys that you wouldn't normally hear from. Shout out to Architect 7. He found a slew of MCs from Maryland, DC area. And a couple of guys that I found from New York, and that's what it's all about, giving those guys a platform to display their talents.
So I've always been a fan of the underground, man. Like Rumpelstiltskins, Boogie Monsters, Del the Funk Homo Sapien, Souls of Mischief, all that shit. Yeah, Far Side.
Oh yeah. You definitely roll with that thing. You definitely rolling with us.
Yes,
Gary rolling with us.
So, Gary, where you calling from?
Rhode Island.
Rhode
Island.
John Harp was
never heard of it.
He was close.
Yes, John Harp was very close. I had you in Midwest.
No way.
Oh,
yeah. Missouri,
it's fucking snowed over here, man. We got some snow.
Yeah, I'm in New York. We got a lot of snow. And you know what?
New York's like maybe like 4 to 5 hours away. You know what I mean? Depending on the traffic or whatever. Yeah.
In Connecticut. What I was saying was, you know, all that time that we took off in April and May, where no planes were flying, nobody was moving around, the human body wasn't moving around. We created all that snow because as long as the humans was moving around, planes were flying, we weren't getting no heavy snow because we were keeping the polar caps too hot.
Yeah. You might have a point there, Dave. Holy shit. You might have a point. Yeah. But
we can't be taking a month off.
What took you so long to call in? Gary?
I'm like kind of shy. Plus, I didn't really think I had too much to like talk about or whatever, but I was like, fuck it, why not? You know?
There you go.
Yeah, man.
It's great, man. Great for the thanks for the great compliment, man. I'm sure R87 is like kicking himself right now. Like we got Gary to call in R87.
Oh, we the only show you calling?
Yeah. That thing's funny, man. You guys are all hilarious, man. Like Dave Simon, dude, he keeps stirring that pot, man. It's hilarious. I love it.
Thank you, sir.
So no.
And Dialect can spit some bars, yo. Like, what was it? A couple of weeks ago, he had a song on there. I was like, holy shit, you know. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for keeping like this like culture alive, man. Because there's like very few of us, you know.
Absolutely.
In a way.
Absolutely. You know, again, we've been trying to talk Dialect. Dialect was part of a radio show way before the Breakfast Club. And I don't want to spill the beans too much. We're working on something in there, but But Dialect was part of a radio show, a radio program, who were uploading their videos to YouTube. We're gonna try to pull out some vintage Dialect and watch him go to work. You know, Dialect got some serious bars. He's been holding out. He plays the shy guy. So he's your soul brother.
He does, man. He does, but then he'll be funny too, man. Like all of a sudden he'll just come out of left field with something funny, bro. It's this is a good show, man. This is such a good show.
Hey, guy, you want to hang out for anniversaries?
Yeah, sure. I'm down.
Okay,
cool.
Let's do it. It's part of the show.
All right, so this should, can you fix the screen, Don Juan?
Got you. My bad. Too fast. Sorry.
All right, here we go. First album we have celebrating anniversary. 50 Cent's Get Rich or Die Trying was released back in 2003. So that's like, 18 years ago. So what do you guys remember about this album?
Yeah.
I think it's still a big.
I wasn't too hip to 50 Cent too much, man. I'm like an old head. Like I was like 30 years old when like 50 Cent came out, and I was like,
See, he's older.
You know? But I imagine other people have other opinions.
Okay. Yeah, Dave,
I don't know if there's another album that sold as many hip hop albums that sold as many as this one.
You mean post Eminem?
I'm talking about post, pre. I don't think there's an album that sold in hip hop that sold as big as this. And I'm talking about including the Fugees. The Fugees sold ridiculous on that score.
Wait. You talking about Eminem too? I mean, we're not talking Eminem? You say
we're talking Eminem as well. I don't think Eminem has an album that sold 11 million in one setting.
Yo, I might have to do the fact check real quick on that one. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, man. But for a commercial album, man, I kind of liked it. I mean, you had some joints in there. You had Wanksta, Many Men, 21 Questions, PIMP, In the Club, If I Can't. I mean, it was a dope album, man.
In the Club was,
yeah. Everybody had that. Yeah, go Shorty.
Yeah, Many Men was dope too. I mean, 50s, the hooks and everything, man, dope. And like 50 says in the second album, that was the flow that ended Jeffrey's career, man. Matter of fact, the album that ended his career. If you ask
Jeffrey, as in Ja Rule?
Yes, correct. Jeffrey Atkins, Ja Rule.
And Ja Rule was explaining what occurred just the other day. He was talking about how 50 was living two lives. He was gangster on the microphone, but behind the scenes, he was telling police about what Murder Inc. was trying to do to him or what have you. And you never know if that's true or not. But when history is told, it's told by the winners, and everyone considers 50 Cent the winner.
But here's what I gotta say about that. I don't like to weigh people's talent based off of their gangster. But if a man survived an assassination attempt, getting hit 9 times, I mean, obviously he wasn't living a life that was not gangster. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, I hear you.
I wouldn't doubt anything that he was spitting. He didn't live that life. Obviously, he did live that life. So that's what I got to say about that. As far as people saying him not being real, I think that's as real as you get when rappers say keep it real. You can't get any realer than that.
And I would say, this guy has learned how to flip himself and reinvent himself over and over again and be successful at it each time. My hat's off to 50. Shout out to 50.
Yeah, shout out to 50, man. Turn his life around. Now he has he has a good acting career. He's an executive producer. He has shows like For Life. He has Power. He has the Power book series coming out. Pretty successful, man. Turn his life around, and I can only salute that man for that.
He's got Cuban Link.
He has Cuban Link.
Salute.
That's this hot model, Instagram model.
Okay. All right. So the next, this is not an album, but this is this is the anniversary of Big Pun's passing. Passed away this week.
Wow.
21 years ago, back in 2000.
You know what I learned about this album? That it was up for a Grammy and it lost to Jay-Z.
Oh, his album.
Yes.
His album, Capital Punishment.
Yes.
Okay.
Which Jay-Z album was that?
The one with It's a Hard Knock Life.
Hard Knock Life. Oh yeah.
I can see why.
Yeah, that was a hammer.
I think with Big Pun, man, a lot of people don't give him his credit. I think when you talk about the greatest MCs to ever do it, you have to mention his name. just because just him being able to make hit songs, his flow, his just the content of his lyrics. I mean, dude was a sick MC and he still managed to have commercial success. It's too bad it was short lived, but I'll definitely put him in the conversation of one of the greatest to ever do it.
Interesting. Yeah, he was nice. He was nice.
One album, was it one or two albums though?
He had two. Only lived through one, I believe. The second was posthumous.
Yeah, posthumous. Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you guys think, man? One of the greatest to ever do it?
I don't know. I think there's a special category for
I wasn't too hip with Big Pun.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a special category for those guys. I mean, dope album, no doubt about it. I believe one of the first Puerto Ricans, right, that hit it big, right, in rap, right?
No, Fat Joe.
He was before Fat Joe. I thought he hit it before Fat Joe, though.
No, Fat Joe was making records when he was like 17.
Don't Want to Be a Player was bigger?
If it wasn't Fat Joe, it wouldn't be no Big Pun. So
That's right.
Yeah, true.
You got to flow, Joe. You got to flow, Joe.
Classic.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I like the album, no, for sure.
Okay, next anniversary, we have Dead Prez released their debut album, Let's Get Free, back in 1999. Now, I like this album. I thought back in 99 with all the No Limit music and all the bad boy music, I didn't think a political group could come out and do their thing. And Dead Prez did their thing back in the late 90s, early 2000s. You guys remember this album?
Yes. What is John Harp talking about? Nope. Too. What do you know?
As far as Big Pun being
Big Pun.
Oh, really? Interesting. All right.
I think Big Pun would annihilate Andre 3000.
Oh wow! That's crazy.
Fight.
I think a lot of people didn't hear Big Pun's the stuff he did in the underground, man. A lot of them freestyles, and Big Pun was a beast, man. Big Pun was a beast, man. Big Pun was one of those guys that was able to move in the underground circuit and move commercially.
I would love to see Pun in a versus against someone.
It'll be interesting. Interesting. But yeah, but getting back to this album though, I think that first single they had, Hip Hop.
Yes.
That was a dope track.
I like the remix better.
I can't remember the remix.
Jay-Z's on it.
No, I think you're talking about Hell Yeah. Jay-Z's on Hell Yeah remix.
I'm talking about Hip Hop. He's on the remix for that too.
Oh, he told me repent. No, I can't repent. I mean, I'm just being honest, man. John Harp, you gotta respect my honesty, man. Big Pun, 3000 in a battle. That's all I gotta say. Andre 3000 has some good songs, has some good bars, but you wasn't seeing Big Pun. Just listen to that track. You Ain't a Killer. Listen to that. Classic. But getting back to Dead Prez, man. They were on such a diverse label, man. Loud Records, home of Mobb Deep, Wu-Tang Clan, I think Alcoholics.
Is that Steve Rifkin?
Yeah, Steve Rifkin, man. And I remember a true story, man. This was back when Howard Homecoming. I think Don Juan, you were there that year. They had Jay-Z came to the homecoming, and everybody stormed the yard to see Jay-Z. But I don't know, you probably didn't notice this. There was a smaller concert taking place with Mos Def, Sporty Thieves, and Dead Presidents. And it was a crowd of like 20 people there. Of course, I was in that crowd. I had an opportunity to see Jay-Z perform live, my only time in my life, and I turned it down to watch Dead Prez and Mos Def perform.
Oh, you didn't watch the Sporty Thieves perform Pigeon?
I went to that. I went to the smaller concert. It was less people there, and it was better lyrics.
It'd be like that sometimes. Gotta decide which one to go to.
It was like, I think it was Jay-Z and Foxy Brown, and it was like, I remember a couple of friends saying, man, dudes turned into women at that time, man. Guys were talking to girls, and they was like, coming to the stage. We got Jay-Z. Guys like, all you were seeing was the puff of smoke in the form of that individual, and they were just running away to see Jay-Z. I think people got stampeded around that time.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that wasn't the Puff Daddy show, right? That people got stomped out of. No.
This was Howard's Homecoming. I want to believe it was 98 or 99, but it was a big deal. You know, Jay-Z was there. I regret not seeing Jay-Z, but I'm kind of happy I got to see Mos Def and Dead Prez.
Yeah, I just avoided large crowds. I never liked the large crowds.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. I didn't want to be in that crowd. You know what I'm saying? Word. So yeah, shout out to Dead Prez. Shout out to Gary Szynski. I guess Szynski. He had to leave.
He was outside in the cold.
Yeah, man. Shout out. I just want to say, man, we've been doing this show coming on a year. It's good to see like our longtime listeners call in. We had John Harp call in a couple times.
ATL.
Shari T call in one time.
VA.
And what's the name of the new chick that was started listening to us a couple of weeks ago that went to school with you and Architect, and she called in a couple times, I think.
Oh man, don't put me on the spot, dialect.
Yeah, but she's called in, and Gary to me has been the longest listener.
Oh, Sherry T? No, not Sherry.
No, not Sherry T.
She's our top fan on Facebook too.
I mean, don't put me on the spot.
Yo, we love you all. We love you all.
Love you all, man. But I know every time we look in the comment section, we will always see Gary Szynski.
Yes, John Hart.
So to see his name pop up on the call, man, that was huge, man.
Yeah, it's big. That's big. That's major.
And you want to know something? We didn't give him a chance to speak.
No, we did. We gave him a chance to speak, I thought. Did we not? Oh, you just
Gary's good. Gary know he'd come back anytime. Gary's 6 man. Him and John Hart.
Yeah. Oh, there he goes right here.
You're welcome, sir.
You're welcome, Gary. Yeah. So the next album we got celebrating anniversary. Ghostface released his second album back in 2000. Supreme Clientele.
This joint was dope. This joint got me through Howard.
Oh man. I mean, a lot of I'll be honest with you, when Wu-Tang first came out, I was one of those people that was kind of gravitating. When there's large groups like that, you pick your favorite one.
Yo.
And I think at that time my favorite one was probably Inspector Deck and Inspector Deck and Method Man. Because Method Man was such a standout artist. I liked Inspector Deck because he opened up, I smoke on the mic like smoking Joe Frazier. I wasn't really paying attention to Ghostface. But then after a while, Ghostface started to grow on me. You know what I'm saying? When he did Can It Be There was also simple. But what really got me when I became a Ghost fan was on the Only Built for Cuban Links. Cause I never seen anybody put out an album with a co-star. I thought that was dope. When Raekwon said featuring Ghostface Killer, and then I heard I think it was Criminology, where they sampled Scarface. I told you a long time, and Ghostface comes out. First of all, son, me to Austin, many brothers I'll be sparking. I was like, wow.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
That continuous style, I've been a fan ever since. But then he dropped Iron Man, where he sampled The Education of Sonny Carson. Then this album comes out, man. I thought this was a sleeper, man. This was classic, man.
No doubt about it.
On this, Beat Nuts, The RZA.
Yeah, I wasn't a Ghostface until I heard this myself, and then I became a believer off of this one for sure.
Yeah, man, classic album. I mean, every joint on this was banging.
Absolutely, I agree.
Apollo Kids, I mean, dope album. If you guys haven't heard it, check it out. You can find it on any streaming service.
To me, that's when hip hop started sounding big. They come in with that symphonic sound and stuff.
Like Apollo Kids had that big horn in there.
Right, yeah, that big sound. I love that. That was hard.
So Don Juan, who's your favorite Wu-Tang member?
I don't want to call a favorite on them, right? Because what I'm saying, I mean, only now, and it's been 20-something years later, I'm really getting on to Capadonna, right? But saying I'm slow. I was slow to him. At first I was soft to Method Man on that pause. And then, like I said, I went on to saying Ghost, Ghost was my dude. I went to see him in concert recently and I couldn't keep my eyes off of Raekwon.
Okay.
He was checking me out too, though. I think he was checking my hat. He had that the gold and he was like looking at me like,
you know what got me a Ghostface? Ghostface rhyme like how a dude from New York talks. When he was talking to the girl in Ice Cream, and he was like, "I'm high powered, put Adina Howard to sleep." You're part of me. He said, "You're part of me." That bitch been on my mind all week. He goes back to you, Maybelline Queen. I'm like, damn. Ghost just had a swag about him, man. I mean, his style was just crazy, man. And it's amazing how they compared their style to like kung fu flicks.
Memorable.
Yes. And that's why, for the record, my favorite is RZA, because no one created that sound better than the RZA.
I agree. RZA definitely created the sound. Because when the MC needs a dope producer, and RZA's sound was so different from any other producer out at the time. Everybody else's beats were grimy, but they still had a neatness to it. Whereas the RZA sound had it was dark, it was soulful, it was party. It was everything wrapped up into one. If you were street, you liked it. If you were
Hell
white
yeah.
suburb, you like it. If you were Asian from Japan or China, you liked it. If you was like Eastern European, you like Wu-Tang. It's like, I don't know what the RZA, and he never gave up, man. I mean,
Urban Kids was on it. You know what I mean?
a lot of people got signed to Tommy Boy and got dropped, but RZA took that drop and he was pleased with it because he wasn't attached to any label after that.
Is John Harp making accusations about the music industry?
Well, he said nice enough to birth Action Bronson, who for some reason became a bigger actor. I disagree. Action Bronson he's not bigger than Ghostface Killer.
Interesting.
Well, no, they're different time periods. Hold up, you know what I'm saying? Action is bigger today than Ghost is.
Yeah, but when he put the quotes on for some reason, you just gotta assume that but you can make an answer, stop making assumptions, but you just assume that he's saying something there.
But Ghost
I don't know if you guys remember when Action Bronson was on some ESPN show, and everybody said and I didn't even know these hosts of these Sports Center knew who Ghostface Killer was, and they was like, many people say you sound like Ghostface, and then Action Bronson made a disrespectful comment like, he ain't rapping like this no more, and he opened up a can of worms, man, because Ghostface, he didn't even put out a diss track. Ghostface has played some Teddy Pendergrass in the background and just started talking shit to Action Bronson, saying, yo,
I remember that.
You little fat motherfucker, you can't mess with my pen.
That's pretty good, dog.
And then also Mike Epps did a parody of that, and he said Mike Epps came back and said, you little fat Twinkie eating hostess cupcake. And then what made it worse is that Joe Button made the mistake of dissing Method Man, saying he would cut his head off. Ain't no Wu-Tang approached Joe Buttons on that. So of course Action Bronson, he got approached by, I think it was the late Papa Wu approached him. And they posted the video where he saw fear in his eyes and he had to apologize.
No, wait a minute. You're talking about the time that Raekwon approached some guy. Was it Joe Button? And he was sitting next to the skateboard rapper that wore glasses. I forget his name. I mean, he disappeared after that incident.
Who's that? Lupe?
No. Oh, man.
Was it Tyler the Creator?
No, this is before Tyler. This guy here, I forget his name. Oh man, he was like he was trying to be a nerdy rapper, wore glasses, dark skin. He was hanging out, I think, with Joe Button, and Raekwon walked in the back in the dressing room. Yes, Mickey Fax. Is that his name?
Yeah. Mickey Fax used to come to Brooklyn College on them shows over there.
Oh man, I think his career disappeared after that incident, where he was holding his head down. He didn't want to look at Raekwon when Raekwon was in there giving him the business. He's like, yo, what y'all be talking about? Do you remember that?
Yeah, but I think Joe Buttons at that time was trolling. He was just saying crazy stuff to get likes and to get views, but he was saying he would cut Method Man's head off lyrically. I was like, yo, I don't know any Joe Button bars, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't even know any Joe Button songs other than Pump It Up.
Is that the one where you jump off? There's two songs. Pump It Up and Jump Off.
Pump It Up. That's all I know. I mean, but he's, I thought that was a disrespectful comment saying you would beat Method Man in the battle, because nobody in Wu-Tang to me was lyrically. I mean, I think ODB and U-God probably would have fun kind of rappers, but the rest of the clan, I think they would murder anybody lyrically, man.
Man, ODB would eat half of the industry up. You kidding me? He was just playing with it.
Yeah. But yeah, man, Wu and Ghostface, man. I mean, John Harp said Bronson has like 2 TV shows. Yeah, the time is different now. If there was an internet, Wu-Tang would have been much bigger than they are. They're still big, to be honest with you. Everybody knows who Wu-Tang is, and Wu-Tang doesn't need a TV show. They got a fucking series about their life going on right now. You know what I'm saying? They got a huge catalog of music. They're internationally known.
RZA still owns the catalog? He didn't sell it like everybody else?
Oh, you got a point there. I think he sold half of it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, a lot of people selling their catalogs. Yeah. They realizing it's worthless in their hands.
See, that's the huge mistake, because they're selling it to the people that's trying to build generational wealth for their families.
Absolutely. Well, they got what they have is venues and avenues to use it. Television shows, movies, things like that.
Correct. Right. I think that's your intellectual property. You shouldn't sell it. because Cream is gonna be a hit song for a long time.
I don't know if they sold it or optioned it, because you can always option it for 10 years.
Nah, they was
part. He said he sold a chunk of it.
Yeah, he sold. There was somebody buying people's music, man. I think Lil Wayne sold the Young Money catalog, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it's firm.
Fortress Investments, I think it is. Fortress has been buying everybody's rights.
I even think Bob Dylan sold his catalog for like $100 million not too long ago too. There's somebody just buying up people's catalog. I don't know.
Well, I can understand Bob Dylan has got his, he's on his back nine, as they say. RZA's going to be around for another 30 years, hopefully 40 years. God bless him.
Bronson is more famous than Ghost in pop culture.
I agree, Hart. That's what I said.
To young people, man. Listen, everybody knows Wu-Tang, man. Ben Stiller. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, MTV had a commercial where fucking Ben Stiller was hanging out with the Wu-Tang Clan. You'd be surprised how much people know Wu-Tang.
That's cool, but half of the population under 30 probably don't know who Ben Stiller is.
I don't think the suburbs bought the Ghostface Killer. I'm just saying.
Come on, who you think more people know Action Bronson than they know Wu-Tang Clan?
Under 30?
It's a toss-up.
Under 30, absolutely.
And I'm not saying this is a diss. I like Action Bronson. I always like underground hip hop. I like Action Bronson. I don't think he's bigger than Ghost. That's just my opinion.
I don't neither, but we don't. Our opinions don't count. We over the age of 40.
And
they care about 25 to 30-year-olds.
Right.
And two, the student can't be bigger than the teacher. He stole his style. Let's just be honest.
I agree. Yeah.
He stole his style.
But if I never knew your style, it's his style. That's what I'm saying.
I disagree with John Harp. Not to say this to be I say this respectfully. He's from Atlanta. Respectfully. So the next album we have celebrating anniversary. Diggable Planets released their debut album back in 1993, I want to believe.
That's correct.
Yes, and this was the biggest hit on this album, I believe, was Cool.
Rebirth of Slick.
Rebirth of Slick, cool like that. Yeah,
that was the song that Wendy Williams played 20 times back to back, and Wednesday night, 1993. I remember because unfortunately my sister was sick, so I was in the car while my father was visiting her, and I was waiting for him to come downstairs in Manhattan, and Miss Williams played that song back to back to back to back, and I fell in love with the group. They never had any other songs that made any, big deal in my life, but that song was a huge hit. Rebirth of Slick.
It was genius, man. It kind of reminded me of Kwame's The Rhythm, where they kind of had the video in the jazz band. They had the bass. Doom, 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 dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Cool idea, man. Then you had each one of them had unique voices, like Butterfly and Doodlebug had that smooth sound. Then Mecca,
Ladybird.
Yeah, Ladybird Mecca had that soulful sound. It was like that song it was perfectly done.
Absolutely.
Simple and perfect. And I'm cool like that. I'm cool. I'm classic.
The question is, would a mix show DJ had the confidence to play that song with all those jazz instrumentations like DJ Wendy Williams did? I don't think that song would have got off the ground if hip hop was only played from 10 to 12.
That's a good point.
It was too slow.
But let's just talk about how great hip hop was. I mean, not saying great, how diverse it was in the 90s.
Right.
Where you can have a group like this get played alongside a Wu-Tang Clan, get played alongside a Domino. You guys remember Domino from the West Coast?
Yes.
Yeah, the song the Ghetto Jam, where he was like harmonizing.
Yes.
Yeah, like you can have all those songs, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Everybody sounded different. Nobody was called young this, young that. Everybody had a different style. You know what I'm saying? And these are just one of them.
Howard University too, by the way, dialect.
Yeah, I believe it was Doodlebug went to Howard.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Diggable Planets. Next album celebrating anniversary. Kanye released College Dropout back in, I want to say 2004.
Okay.
Yeah. This right here was a dope album, man. Surprising that, especially being that they gave him the record deal just to keep him on as a producer. You know, I don't think Jay-Z wanted to sign him, but Dame Dash thought it was a good idea to sign him to keep him around for those beats. And then he turned out to be one of the top selling artists till this day.
First Grammy on Rockefeller.
Wow.
He destroyed Jay-Z.
Who destroyed Jay-Z?
Kanye West.
Look.
I don't know about that.
Before Kanye got there, Jay was a real Brooklyn hardcore MC. Kanye got there and he started to change. He started to become some sort of culture icon bullshit.
Dude, let me tell you that workout song had all the girls in the suburbs in the gyms pumping it. Man, Kanye was a genius for that because I had never thought about a rap hip hop aerobic song, and he made that joint work.
But you talking about that one? But what about Through the Wire, where he recorded that song with his mouth wired shut? I
Good
mean,
one.
that was that was crazy, man. I mean, when I heard that, I was like, okay, this guy got some skills. Then I bought the album and I heard the joint he did with Freeway and Mos Def. I think it was called 2 Words. Then he also had a joint called Spaceships featuring Consequence.
Jesus Walk made me love Kanye.
Jesus Walk was on that album, classic. And now he didn't have Touch the Sky wasn't on this. That was on the next album.
Which one is the song with Dame Dash's cousin in the video, Stacey Dash?
Oh, that was on. I think that was. That was on this, right? Fall Down.
Okay, dope song.
That was on this too. Was Selena Johnson? Selena Johnson? That was on.
Selena Johnson was on the hook. Yeah, look that up, Don Juan. I can't because I'm showing up.
Yeah. I'm trying to get that one.
This album, man, I think Dame Dash did a good thing giving him that record deal, man.
Well, obviously, but I don't know. Did it work out for Dame?
Hey, man, like I said, it's business. Business never personal, man. You know.
I don't know. Like it's getting pretty personal out there, bro.
Rockefeller would not have been successful had it not been for Jay-Z's hits. Jay-Z put in a lot of work.
Okay, but Kanye put the label on the global map.
Agreed, because like I think it was a lot of rappers doing the hardcore thing, but Kanye was a relatable guy to so many. Because not everybody's a thug, not everybody's a drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? You had Kanye as a regular dude like you and I.
Oh my, it was on there. All Falls Down. Oh
yeah,
man.
Correct.
Plan, slow jams.
Slow Jam was on that with Jamie Foxx.
Oh yes, oh my goodness, that was ooh.
I agree with John.
Who owns the rights to this one? Is this Jay-Z? Does Jay-Z own the right? No wonder they beefing.
Yes, Jay-Z. And no, I think Def Jam owns the right to that.
Ooh, Jesus Walk was on there. I'll Fly Away. Man.
Yeah, this was a
No. He was just complaining about it. Yes, Jay-Z do own his catalog.
Woo! No wonder they beefing.
And Jay-Z sold it to somebody, if I'm not mistaken, just to get his masters.
Oh yes, the Def Jam.
Oh yeah. This is why Kanye tripping. This is where all the money at for Kanye West.
And here's the thing: Kanye not only he produced all the tracks on this album. You know how hard that is to produce an album with the majority of the songs on it is hot. I mean, I would want to own the masters too.
Oh man, yeah, this one was a classic. Yeah, this is why Kanye West is rich.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Kanye West, man. Yeah, and to our listeners out there, man, because of the strict YouTube and Facebook guidelines, we try to stay away from showing you guys videos, but pretty soon we got a Twitch video show coming where we're going to showcase some classic hip-hop videos, underground videos, so stay tuned for that. Probably going to be a little earlier in the week, probably on a Tuesday, but definitely stay tuned for that. So let's jump into the next album, celebrating the anniversary. This album right here, I'm not going to call it classic. Hammer released his third album, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him, with the hit song on it, You Can't Touch This. What do you guys think about Hammer, about this album right here?
Yeah, I think Hammer was, to me, it wasn't the music, it was just the experience. Hammer was like a show. You know what I'm saying? I don't think, me personally, I never bought into Hammer, but I always thought that Hammer was more of a show, kind of like a Pitbull is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if Hammer came out around the time that they stopped selling singles, he would have probably sold like 50 Cent for You Can't Touch This, because I think that was one of the biggest selling singles ever.
True. Yeah, man.
But dude was dope dancer, with 357. That's where I remember Hammer from. Saying when he was like a rapper, and he had the girls dancing from him with Oakland. I always thought Californian girls, I gotta make my way to California.
Yeah, and Hammer was kind of bold. I remember on his second album where he had turned this mother out. When he started out the song, they was like, "What do you got to say about New York?" And he did that "Turn Your Mother." I was like, "Okay, this dude is alright."
With the pork lips.
He came out with "Can't Touch This." It was him and Vanilla Ice. No, this is like what people say when they have the Jackson 5, they come out with the Osmond Brothers. I felt like when they had Hammer, they came out with Vanilla Ice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But Vanilla Ice couldn't dance like Hammer.
No one dance like Hammer.
Yeah. I mean, Vanilla Ice was a one-hit wonder. Let's call a thing, man. Ice Ice Baby.
I don't know. Van Winkle's a pretty good, decent actor.
Hey man, just like I'm pretty sure he had some albums that we don't know about that went platinum.
Yeah, another joint on this album that I like. Hammer remade the Shy Light song. Have You Seen Her? That was
really?
Yeah, he wasn't even rapping on. He was just talking, and then they had somebody singing "Have You Seen Her" on the hook. Then I think he had another song that was a big hit called "Pray."
Pray, you got to pray. Yeah. Pray. That was my. I want to say shit, but hey.
Oh, Gary Sisninsky says Hammer gets the gas face.
He definitely was subjected to a lot of envy, I guess you could say, because Hammer was killing it in the money too, right? I mean, the tour dollars Hammer was bringing in was like phenomenal.
That's funny you should bring that up because go ahead, Tyler.
Now I was gonna say it's when dudes bring up the gas face, man. I used to say back then, I think myself included, some New Yorkers were just haters. I think they couldn't see another guy from outside and make money. Because I had to think back and say, you know what, man? Can't Touch This wasn't a bad song. You Got to Pray wasn't a bad song.
Too Legit to Quit?
Too Legit to Quit wasn't a bad song. So why did Hammer get the gas face?
He
was making music.
Because he was dancing. And before Puff Daddy, dancing was still considered a little, if you was a rapper dancing, you was soft.
MC Surge was dancing too. MC Surge is doing the Running Man.
That's it. That's not dancing.
Hammer was making that real money. Hammer had a private jet to fly his crew around. Hammer was making money not seen in hip hop.
What I was gonna say was Cameron came out recently and he was talking about for any rap artist or anyone that's making any money, he was like, look, this money is not real money. You think it's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money. You can't take everybody with you. What you think is an artist is getting, they're not getting. And he said the only person that took everybody with them was Hammer. And he said Hammer had 200 people with him, and he's not living the way he wish he could live now.
Yeah, any young artist when they give you what's called an advance, remember that's money you owe back to the label. So when somebody's producing your album, you got the hottest producer, you're staying in hotels, you're doing a lot of studio time, all that money is coming out of the advance. So just remember, you're not a millionaire. You're somebody that was loaned $1 million.
You can't take everybody with you.
So that's what happened with Hammer. Sometimes you gotta leave people behind. I mean, not saying leave them behind. Sometimes you gotta let them know it's a business. Yeah.
That's it. Well, hey, if they're not going to the store to get the juices and the Dutches, you gotta leave them behind.
Yeah, but that's not a 6-figure salary job.
Oh yeah, I was trying to make it a six-figure job.
That's a pocket change job right there.
Watch your mouth, Dialect. Watch your mouth.
That's a keep the change job. You'll keep the change, shorty.
If it's $100 bills you're sending the person to the store with, then yes, keep the change.
So here's what Gary said: Hammer diluted the art of hip hop and sold out to the mainstream radio. I mean,
there was no such thing at that time. Everybody was just trying to be mainstream. I mean, what's the guy's name? Run DMC, Slick Rick, you name it. All those guys were trying to be mainstream. The underground hip hop scene was trying to be mainstream at that time.
Yeah, but it seemed like Hammer in that Turn This Mother Out video had a huge disdain for New York. That's how I felt, man. But he wound up doing this thing, man. But it didn't last long. And I remember the second album looked like he was selling I don't want to say the word. Gotta pick the right word. It looked like he was
selling Bibles.
Nah, he was up in the G string by the pool doing pumps in the bump. I felt sorry for him, man. I felt sorry. I felt like he looked like he was being used by the industry, man. I wanted to say pimped, but it just seemed weird. Pumps in the bump. Wasn't feeling that joint, man.
Hammer got his biggest hit after that whole fiasco with the album and everything, and that was off of the Addams Family too soundtrack.
I was gonna say the Addams Family was probably more of a memorable song for me for Hammer.
Yes,
the soundtrack.
If it's so memorable, why you didn't name it?
Yeah, well, I was just waiting for you to finish it up. You were so eloquent.
Oh, go ahead. What's the name of that song? I don't know the name of the song.
The Addams Family.
The Addams Family. It was the soundtrack of the Addams Family movie.
The theme for the whole movie.
It was cool how he it was the bars for me. It was cool how he on the hook, how he fit in so many bars on the hook on that, and I thought that was pretty cool. But other than that, I thought that was more of a memorable Hammer for me, just because he could put those bars in there on the hook.
All right, cool. Shout out to Hammer, man. Like I said, as a youngin', I wouldn't call it hating on him, but I didn't understand rap outside of New York at the time. But I appreciate his contributions to the hip hop game and all his success.
New York was like that back then.
Oh, this is my favorite album.
Oh yeah, underrated.
Next album, celebrating anniversary, Redman dropped his third album, Muddy Waters.
Most underrated.
Mm-hmm.
Most underrated for a while, man. This joint right here. Woo. To me, this is still the core of hip hop. To me, if you like Muddy Waters, then you know what I'm saying. Yeah, this is hip hop.
It made Redman a star to me.
You know what I was going to say this. The Delgados reminded me of a song on this album with Redman featuring K Solo. Call Us Like That, My Little Brother. Where,
okay.
Him and K Solo were going back and forth. And I was like, I just thought that was so dope, man. It had like the dope drum beat.
Is that the one where he says, I'm the Richard Roundtree?
Yeah.
I'm the light-skinned Richard Roundtree?
An extra amateur, damager. You remember that when him and Redman go back?
Yeah.
Redman had a line, dismiss you. Then I let your girl suck on the shit that I pissed through.
That beat was hard, too. The beat was hard.
Yeah. Then they had a Whatever Man, where Redman and Method Man were dressed up like the Blues Brothers.
Whatever Man.
That was on Muddy Waters?
That was on Muddy Waters, Whatever Man.
Ooh.
Wow.
And then he also had Pick It Up. If you see $10 on the floor, what you pick it up?
Man, classic lines of my life today, man. That's dope.
Yeah, Redman. Shout out to Redman, man. He doesn't get the credit he deserves, man.
But he's got hits. Tonight. Time for Some Action.
Yo, Tonight's the Night, man. I just remember that song, him starting off so smooth. Mic check. I could get smooth to any groove. Relax my tongue. Let my mic take a cruise around the planet. Pack it in like Janet Jackson. She's asking if I could slam it. The Hurricane G comes on. Yo, Redman, what the? Get the fuck off that funk smooth shit, man. I was like, damn, Redman was a beast, man. I mean,
That's
you got
How to Roll a Blunt. How to Roll a Blunt. Yeah, that one was a hit too.
That's a good one, Gary.
Yo, man, Redman. You say Tonight's the Night, man.
Yes.
I just appreciated his skill set with that song, man. I mean, that was such a smooth beat of him to spit those hardcore lyrics on that shit.
Who's the sample? I can't wait to get it on.
Oh, that's Mary Jane Girls, Rick James group.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
The Mary Jane Girls.
Yeah.
I mean, the original is bad too with the Mary Jane Girls. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I got the screw face on the train and I got my headphones on, I'm listening to Wu-Tang Clan. I got some Evelyn Champagne King and Mary Jane Girls playing in the background.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Keep it real with you, man. That's a guilty pleasure of mine, man.
Yeah, I love the Mary Jane Girls.
That's it for hip hop anniversaries. Yeah, we should play some joints like that on the video show we're gonna have coming out, man.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Get into that, man.
It's got to be eclectic. Can't be just hip hop.
Yeah, we got to switch it up, man. We gotta throw some yacht rock in there, some Billy Joe, some 80s pop. I know Don Juan don't like that. Don Juan is a huge Little Uzi Vert fan. Kodak Black.
I just don't know what yacht rock is yet.
Yacht rock is Hall and Oates, Kenny Loggins.
Okay.
I got a question.
Yeah.
You guys heard of the Judah and Black Messiah movie?
Oh yeah, I gotta watch. I think my wife is watching that right now, man. You know, she can't wait, but
okay, there's
about to watch that, man.
2 songs off the soundtrack was released today. One was by Jay-Z and Nipsey Hussle, and the other one was by Nas.
The streets is talking about that Nipsey joint.
And the streets is also talking about why does Jay-Z always release something when Nas releases something?
Yes.
Like he's trying to block him.
My question is, if you had to pick a Judas and a Messiah out of Jay-Z and Nas, who would be whom?
Well, that's a tough one. I don't think any one of them is Judas, and I don't think any one of them is a Messiah. But as far as hip hop terms, I have to say, I can't call Jay-Z a Judas. I'll have to say Nas was a Messiah in hip hop because you got to be careful how you choose these words in religious terms. But when Nas came out, man, it was something special. Whereas when Jay-Z came out, it was like, Jay-Z took a while for you to be like, yeah, this guy's the king. Whereas Nas, when he came out the gate with the heat.
I agree, concur, but I can say it.
Mm-hmm.
Nas is the Messiah. Jay-Z is the Judas.
Okay, I guess when you have the whole Dame Dash story in there.
I gotta get Judas and Naya. I don't know who Judas and Naya is.
Messiah.
Oh, Messiah. Yeah, I gotta get caught up.
Judas is the person that sold Jesus out to the police.
How old are you, man?
Not old enough to know the story, apparently.
Dude, that's in the Bible, man. the disciples, you don't know the term when somebody calls you a Judas? It comes from like Judas backstabbing Jesus?
I thought that meant that I was a believer of Judaism.
What the that's how you know. Shout out to Don Juan, man. Don Juan is popular. Don Juan steps into a church.
I thought when they said Judas, I thought they was calling me a slur or something. Don
Juan, the AC could be up to like 60 degrees in there. Don Juan will go up in the church, be like, it's hot in here. You ever hear the saying? You ever hear the saying? I was sweating like a hooker in church. I'm gonna start saying, I was like Don
They say
Juan.
that a lot in Texas. They say that a lot in Texas. So yes, I've heard that one.
I don't know. You're the only person that a little kid would know the story of Judas and the Messiah. How could you not know that?
I'm not hip yet. I think I'm gonna go Google it.
Yes, that would be good to do. Yes.
No, this is actually troubling.
Are you atheist, Don Juan? If you don't mind me asking.
No, I believe in God.
Okay.
Who is Jesus's mother?
I don't know. Doesn't God's woman, Virgin Mary?
Okay, good. Who's his father?
Why do you have his father? Who's his father?
The Holy Ghost.
Okay.
Holy Ghost.
Who is Mary's husband?
Dude, I don't get into everybody's wives and husbands and stuff. No, I stay out of that. People get in trouble when you go that far.
Okay.
You don't know who Judas is, man.
Nah, I just told you. I thought Judas was like a slur for someone who believed in Judaism.
This is troubling me here, man.
Is he a bad guy? It sounds like a bad guy.
Well, the analogy doesn't really mean anything to you because you don't know who Judas is.
Yeah.
If somebody calls you a Judas, what you think? What you would say? Shalom?
I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, them people are racist, man.
And I don't say that to be like I'm anti-Semitic. Don Juan thought Judas had to do with Judaism. That's why I said that. I don't want anybody cutting this up and saying Dialect 718 is anti-Semitic. I just said that because
Hart says I get an F in Sunday school, and you're right. I did. I probably did get an F in Sunday school. But the thing is that I grew up in. I don't know. I missed the Southern thing. I don't know.
When he was in Sunday school, you look at all the kids' brains. They're like enjoying this. They're looking like this. And you do the close up in Don Juan's brain, is just the monkey scratching his head like this.
You've been married, Don Juan?
Yeah, I've been married.
A religious ceremony or something you guys created on your own?
I was married to a Ethiopian woman, and I got swept away in Ethiopian East African culture.
Okay, that would explain why you don't know much about the Christian Bible.
Don't get it twisted. If you know anything about Ethiopians or East Africans, they're what they call Orthodox Christians, and they go back to the Old Testament, and they have a strict interpretation of Christianity.
So you know who Moses is?
Yes, I know Moses.
Okay.
No story of Moses.
But they have to know who Judas is.
They probably do, but then they go around calling me Judas.
I think that's the Second Testament. Judas and Jesus.
Oh, it's the New Testament. Oh, they go by the Old Testament.
Yeah, they go by the Old Testament. They believe in the Bible don't change.
Cain and Abel.
That's why you see the hair covering. Still, but yeah, right. I'm not gonna get into it, but that's my children's culture.
Did Did you go to church?
They always do, John Hart. That's what they do.
I just want to know, did you go to church as a kid?
Yeah, shout out to Columbus, Ohio, north side of Columbus, Ohio, man. I was very involved in the church, but I was a class clown. I wasn't paying attention. I was a guy in the bleachers cracking jokes on sister so and so, saying, yeah, girl with no hair, but yeah, she need to testify with the hair like that. I was a dude cracking jokes in the choir booth.
Do you think they should put religion in schools?
Say it again. Religion?
Yes. Should religion be in schools?
It already is. People go to school some mornings and you see people doing circle prayers.
No, I'm saying it's part of the curriculum. Should religion be a part of the curriculum?
Theology should. Absolutely. Theology should be a part of it.
Okay.
Theology, I think, teach people to understand and express thought. So yeah, theology should, but I'm not gonna say express one religion one way or another.
I agree, John Harp. I agree.
Hey man, I don't believe in the pastors either, man. The pastors are robbing y'all. So stop giving. No, I'm not gonna say that, but I don't believe in the pastors.
I'll be honest. When I grew up, man, I went to Catholic school in my early years. I went to Holy Cross on Church Avenue, not too far from the Church Avenue station on the 2 train. And I was so bad in that school, but I always paid attention when they were teaching religion. So I always knew all those little things. But yeah, I also even took first communion too, man. Oh, this looks like a troll call right here.
Let him through. Let me at him.
It's a face like Raj. All right, Raj, call him. Let's see where Raj is calling from.
Hey, Raj, how you doing?
Hello, guys.
Where are you calling from, Raj?
Namaste.
I'm from India, and before I'm gonna say anything, I just want to say you are doing very well. Love from India, guys. Love from India.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All the way from India. Wow, I would love to have a call from India.
What time is it there?
Here is 11:16 a.m.
Oh yeah,
early in the morning. Okay, it's almost lunchtime. What's for lunch?
Okay, guys. Have a pleasant evening to you all. Bye bye.
Thank you, Raj.
Raj, man. Don't forget to hit the share button, man. Show all your friends out there in India, man. HipHopCitizen.
That was
fascinating.
That was very random,
Yeah.
Well, he probably has a limited English understanding, and I appreciate it.
But that's the whole point. The man was smart enough to be able to have a conversation that briefly in our native language. And if it was the reverse, I would never be able to speak in. Is it Indian? No, is it some sort of other name?
Many languages over there. Many languages.
Yes.
Several.
Interesting, because we have Gary Cisninski who called in. He's been listening to us since day one. And we have a guy who just started listening to us, and he calls in.
I'm telling you, it was the Delgados. The Delgados was big. They enjoyed them.
Yeah, now I know it's lunchtime in India right about now, 11 a.m.
Speaking of the Delgados, they mentioned that their favorite artist is Future.
Yes.
Future was in the news this week for his footwear. Apparently, he has on a pair of sandals that's made out of, I guess, Birkin bag material, and it's worth $48,000. Now, my question to you guys: would you rock this
in the house?
If you gave it to me,
$48,000 to wear in the house
by the pool.
That's a down payment for 2 townhouses in Baltimore, Maryland.
Scottie Pippen's wife paid for
it. That was low. Come on, Don.
Yeah, because she's with an NBA guy now, a young boy.
It's a different guy. My bad.
Oh, that's so November, man. Come on. 2020.
If someone donated it to me, of course I rock them, but I'm not gonna pay for them. I don't even know what Birkenstock look a corkscrew.
I'm not wearing them if I gotta wear socks with them. First of all,
I'll take that coat though.
Yeah,
we skipped over the cost on the coat.
Dude, these look like you buy them in a flea market, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, come on.
Yo, I bet you Raj that just called is rocking something like this with no socks on.
No, come on. Raj is a doctor.
No, I'm pretty sure in the house, Raj is rocking something like this because it's so hot out there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dang.
Only in the house. Only in the house. Future is he's a better man than us.
Don Juan is laughing at Raj, but Raj,
Raj is a doctor. He looked like a doctor to me.
Raj is that dude, man. He called in that he gets mad love over here, man. If Raj wants to play some of his music here, we're gonna play some of his music, man.
I wish she would have had some Punjabi.
Okay,
Is that how you pronounce it?
Socks Preserve resale for racks, guaranteed. But come on, I mean, yo, John Harp, you from ATL, man.
Yes, that's why he's protecting it.
Would you rock these, man? Seriously.
Man, it's a corkscrew and leather skin. All right, fine. I don't know what type of animal is Birkenstock? What type of leather is that? I don't know. Is that a Birkenstock bird or something?
I know we made fun of the Kanye slides and the Don Juan slides back in the day, you know, but yeah, man.
Those are shoes you wear when you got diabetes and your feet swell.
Real talk. Those are shoes if you got a Rolls Royce with plush leather carpet. I mean, plush carpets. You don't want nobody stepping it.
Oh, he's selling them? He's selling the shoes?
Those are shoes you wear when you're sweeping your house with a homemade broom that you got to hit against the wall outside to get the dust off of. That was kind of dry.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, man. But yeah, did you guys hear the story about Dr. Dre being seen out and about?
Oh,
with
yes.
With a new mystery woman? I guess she's not a mystery anymore.
No, she's not.
It turns out to be Omarion's I guess what do you call her? His the mother of his children or his child.
Angela?
No, April
Jones.
No, Dr. Dre's not with April, is he?
Oh my God! Did you see that clip where she talks about how many guys want to fuck up pussy because it's so good?
I did see that.
Yes, she pats herself about 4 or 5 times and gives about 12 names. This guy wants that. I was waiting for her to say my name.
And I'll be honest with you, man. And what's crazy about it, man? She's a very attractive woman.
Yes.
You know, I mean, and she was with Omarion. Then I think she broke up with Omarion and got with his bandmate Lil Fizz.
Yes, he wants that pussy.
But now she got with one that can afford it. And they can pay everybody off now.
Dre wants that pussy.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Dre's having fun with that. You know what I mean?
And what's crazy, I guess she tried to keep herself a secret because she had the mask on. But you know, that's the problem with people getting all these tattoos. You know, she had a hand tattoo that was exposed, and people found out who she was.
Well, let me ask you a question. With the new, yeah, that's her. Yes, and Mario wants that pussy.
Reminds me of somebody else I know.
Now, with them changing the look of Ancient Mama to that pearl milling,
yeah.
Do we have to get our pancakes from the back now? We have to go in the back to get our pancakes now? Because it looked like they removed the slave and put the master up there.
Yeah, and this is what she was wearing out right here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Dre. Well, that's what $1 billion is, you know what I'm saying? Dre having fun with that. Taking it to the beach house in Malibu.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat room that said, "You guys are not TMZ. Why are you posting this?" It's news, man. It's hip hop news, you know. We post all the underground stuff, you know, but you need a balance.
You want to hear about that Gorilla Group girl?
Yeah, that was. I'm happy that she got that fixed, though. I'm happy that the doctor was able to remove the adhesive from her head.
Oh, did they get it off? I thought they had to cut her hair off.
Nope. No, they cut the fake ponytail that she's gluing to it, but
the ponytail.
In California, she had to go to California to get that done.
Expensive. Oh yeah, you know she's also gotten lots of Cash App offers, lots of donations. I've heard she's getting movie offers her way, a lot of celebrity endorsements. Beyonce's personal hairstyles is donating wigs, and I'm told that's the grand prize of them all. If you can get Beyonce's personal wig maker to get you a wig, that's the grand prize of it all. But she's overwhelmed, I'm told.
I don't know where she was from.
Louisiana.
Yeah, she was. Who's that?
Gorilla Group girl.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. So I just wanted to end the show with a video that was blowing up on the internet this week. It's by a new female artist. You know, a lot of people tell us we don't showcase a lot of female artists. She goes by the name of believe it's what, Humpback Chunk. And the name of the song is Bitchy Mood. So I'm about to just play it and just
Humble Greatness did this one.
Humble Greatness did this one.
Man, what's good, bro? What you doing?
Hey, what's good with your fam?
Man, she on that bitchy mood shit. Her and this attitude, I can't take that shit, bro, man. Where y'all at?
Y'all bitchy mood, y'all. Hey, you know I got you on speaker. The fellas are here, man. What's good with it, baby? What up?
You know what, man? Let me show the clip instead. This is gonna be too long. So, Dave, are you familiar with this song?
Come on, man. Like I wouldn't have never wasted that much time watching that video.
What's her name again? Humpback. Say it again.
Humpback Chunk.
Oh.
Back.
I like to rub. I make you just nut or slap on your butt. Damn, I just nutted. Your tongue on my clit. Damn, that shit hit. You're making me drip. Damn, I just nutted.
I couldn't stomach that much.
What was going on? Is that a same-sex relationship?
I wanted to hear the rest of the song.
Okay, I'll bring it back.
Put my hand around her throat. She choke. She got an attitude. On swole. Deliver that dick. On God like you fuck. I like.
I don't think I'll ever nut again.
Woo! Hey, man. Yo, Humpback Chuck, man, want to come on to the show. Hip Hop Citizen, would love to have you.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't think art should be censored. You know, if this young lady, that's what she wants to put out there. I think it was her expressing herself and the love of the female that she's with. And the excitement.
You're saying she and not they. You don't think that's a they?
I apologize. I assume that's all female, but I'll say
I seen a chain said king.
The individual who is the lead on this song.
We need Diva.
Don't laugh at me. I'm trying to avoid saying the wrong things.
Okay.
So is expressing the love that they have for this individual, the young lady whose hand that she grabbed her, you know, she caressed her neck, you know, and she's saying how excited she gets.
I didn't see the neck dialect
when she does certain things to her.
There was about 4 necks in there. You didn't see the one?
I didn't see not one neck.
But I gotta ask you guys a question: Is this what hip hop is coming? But I guess, is this what the new people are doing?
What do you mean dialect?
Just the sound, like the sonics of it, everything just sounds lazy. I mean, no disrespect to who this person is or anything like that. I just feel like it sounded a little lazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I just thought it was kind of slow. It dragged for a love song.
Well, I mean, you don't want a fast nut. Who wants to nut fast?
Exactly, and it gets you right into the mood. The visual, I'm ready right now.
I'm right. I'm gonna have nightmares from that, but Don Juan's ready.
Hey, look, I have a similar story, and I'll be careful. I had a girl like that in college, and you know, everyone looked at her like that, and later on she became an international celebrity. So you never know.
I want to take the time out to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day after that.
Yeah, John Harp, this is just wrong. John Harp, this is just wrong what you posted right here.
John Hart, come on, bro. You gotta explain yourself, Harp. Now, what does that mean, John Hart?
What does that mean?
She got 2 humps on her back.
We're gonna set John Harp up if he takes the bait.
If you want to find John Harp, he's in Atlanta. He's the only John Harp out there.
And you know what I'm saying, we're gonna say Humpback.
Yeah, but is it just like is it old head energy that'll make me not like that song? Because I gotta ask you guys a question now. If April Jones,
yes,
Dr. Dre's alleged side piece, what if she was singing that song? Would it have been a hit?
I just recited her talking about how many guys want her vagina. So you know I'm gonna sing the lyrics of her song.
So it would have been a hit if she had sung it.
Oh, I'm nutting. I'm nutting right now. I'm April Jones, nutting all over you. Okay.
Yeah, man. But I wish that young lady much success. I think she's a modern day a 20.
You keep calling her a lady.
This individual, I wish them lots of success. Kind of reminds me of Young M.A.
She's no Milton Buckner, but good luck. They know Milton Buckner, I should say. They know Milton Buckner.
Yeah. You see, like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm making fun of this, you know. See, Dave put me in the spot, bro. Put me in the spot.
I'm just saying, I saw the chain. It said King. I see her caressing a woman. I see the person caressing a woman's neck. I'm confused. I'm just trying to get answers.
You saw a neck.
So that's a good thing you brought that up, man, because there's these new pronouns. Because I noticed that now people are saying I like to use the pronouns him, they, or them.
That's right.
That's interesting because one of my favorite actors, formerly known as Ellen Page, from Juno,
right,
is now Elliot Page.
That's correct.
So I will have to start referring to Elliot Page as what is the pronouns?
They.
Got you. See, it's good to know these things, man, because I don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah, I don't know, Elliot. That sounds kind of
okay. Have you ever seen the movie Juno?
Not yet.
Inception.
Not yet.
Okay, so you don't know who.
We got to write a list out of movies and biblical verses. Don Juan has to.
Where do you guys find the time, dude?
Yo, I thought Judas was common knowledge until now. But you know, it's funny when Jimmy Kimmel does that thing when he asks people questions on the street. And one time he asked people who Martin Luther King was, and you were shocked to hear some of the answers. Some people was like, didn't he free the slaves or something? I was like, whoa.
It's possible. I'm in Texas. I should do that. I should go out on the street one day and just ask people if I can.
You would think these things are common knowledge. You know, I thought Judas, everybody, like somebody Don Juan's age in academics, I thought you say Judas and the Messiah, he would put it together. That it's a movie about somebody who was backstabbed by somebody close to them. But he's like, who's Judas and who's the Messiah? And I was like,
thought that was Shakespeare.
Oh, Brutus and Caesar is who you were referring to.
Okay, yeah, I know Shakespeare.
Similar story. Brutus,
absolutely.
Brutus and Caesar, and it wouldn't be about the guy who Popeye fought against in the salad.
Yeah,
that was bad. I'm trying.
My European education is showing through here, guys.
The comedy, man. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. I heard the Dave Chappelle show is going to be returning to Netflix.
Dave got paid.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Dave Chappelle, man.
The new episodes, or are you saying the old episodes?
Old episodes, reruns.
Oh man, I already bought already got the set.
Oh,
the set.
You know what? You know, one of my favorite skits was, it doesn't get a lot of credit, the Player Haters Ball.
Oh, that gets excellent. Much love.
What's that?
That get much love. The Player Haters Ball. Hey.
That one was the best, man. When they was looking at the pictures, and they showed Puffy. They was said nobody never wanted to see him shine. He looked like he's shining to me. And then the Ashy Larry came with the shiny shoes and the Jerry curls. And he said, "Beautiful. Why don't you click your heels 3 times and go back to Africa?" And then the Asian dude was like, "Beautiful, look like a broke ass sexual chocolate." I was like, yo, Dave Chappelle, comedic genius, man. But yeah, man, we about to wrap up. So you can find me at Dialect718 on Instagram and Twitter.
You can find me at David Simonism at Facebook, David E. Simon at Twitter, and the David Simon Show on Instagram.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna close out with one more song from our guest today, man. This is by Castro of the Delgados. And this joint just right here just says intro, but it's one of the joints that he sent to us. So we're going to close out with that. Peace.
And I want to send a shout out to Alana.
Yes.
Sorry we missed you this week. Architect 7, shout out to him. Diva, and all those that join us this evening. Thank you.
All right. Peace. About to close up.
And they say New York City This is bigger than the both of us, man. It's bigger than the both of us. Let's go. Niggas. This what we have here is not coincidental. This collaboration's what you call monumental. My intro to the game, absolutely essential. A classic rap moment. Hip-hop's lost its way and I'm that missing component. This is judgment day, but there shall be no atonement. I came to punish and chastise rappers who tell lies. These hustlers don't rap and rappers don't sell pies. Pussy artists is y'all niggas I despise. Fake A&Rs that connects to your demise. Accept me in both rules. I'm old in both schools. My words are cocaine. Being cooked over an open flame of propane. Rocked up, chopped up, and sold in the same sentence. My vengeance is talent. Oftentimes my flows are violent. They leaving tracks lifeless. What you are listening to is priceless. Real niggas turn it up. Weak niggas cut it off. What I'm speaking on is not for the song. Where them boys from? They come from up north. By way of BK, the home of Big Gay. And I'm fat with one eye and also jiggy. Never seen no overweight nigga more pretty. We're sick of wordplay. See how I parlay my nouns and verbs, like I sell my pounds and birds on streets and curbs, stores and spots. Break bricks on blocks, break blocks on bricks. Empty Glocks and clips, all for blocks and bricks. Pimp hoes and chicks, those who pose and strip, those who smoke and sip, those who ride and sit. Make them all hit tracks, make them all push packs. Teach them how to clap gats so they can push caps back. Run a full court, but I don't ball for sport. Don't play for shorts, I play for keeps. I play for range and Cadillac Jeeps. Navigation in the dash with the heat in the seats. Not that push button kind that'll make your back warm. But if I push buttons, it'll hit your back strong. Make you walk wrong. Shells hot and long. Next time new beat, but it's still the same song. Run low on coke, we gon' bag up a run. Fiends gon' sniff it or shoot it in they arms. We don't mean no harm, but them boys gotta eat. If we don't get it rapping, it's gon' happen in the street. Niggas take them shines off on clapping at your feet. You better watch your back, I'm coming up on a creep. Niggas. Roll man music.